All right, so have you ever wondered how McMaster-Carr built a website that feels like it's running on rocket fuel?
Even though it looks like it's straight out of the 90s.
Seriously, it's crazy fast. We're diving deep into that very question today.
Yeah.
Kenneth Castle's tweet praising their speed.
While poking fun at that retro look.
Yeah, poking fun at that retro look really sparked our curiosity. It
Yeah.
did.
It's easy to just assume
Yeah,
that it's just, good old HTML doing all the heavy lifting.
right.
But there's a whole ecosystem of clever engineering at play here that makes this website so ridiculously fast.
Okay, so let's unpack this. First up, we got to talk about server-side rendering.
Okay.
What's the deal with that? And why does it even matter for speed?
Well, imagine this. Most modern websites
Okay.
are built with JavaScript frameworks that make them, interactive and fancy looking.
Right, yeah.
But the downside is
Yeah.
they need your browser to do a lot of work to actually display the page.
Ah,
McMaster-Carr just skips all of that by using server-side rendering,
okay.
which basically means they deliver pure HTML,
Pure HTML, okay.
which your browser can understand, instantly.
So it's like getting a pre-assembled meal kit versus having to chop all the veggies yourself.
Exactly.
Okay, makes sense.
Much faster.
But there's more to this speed story, right? I keep hearing about prefetching magic.
Yeah.
What is exactly going on there?
It's pretty wild.
Okay.
When you hover over a link on McMaster-Carr,
Yeah.
the website starts preloading the HTML for that page in the background.
Oh, wow.
So by the time you click,
Yeah.
it feels like it appears instantly.
Whoa.
And they combine this with a technique called push state,
Okay.
which essentially updates the page content without needing a full reload,
Oh.
making it feel even faster.
So they're anticipating my needs.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about caching.
Right.
I know it has something to do with storing information.
Uh-huh.
But how does that actually make a website faster?
Okay, think about it like this. Instead of cooking a meal from scratch every time, you have leftovers in the fridge.
Okay, I like that, yeah.
So caching works similarly.
Okay.
McMaster-Carr uses a multi-layered system with CDNs,
CDNs.
which are content delivery networks, which are basically servers spread across the globe that hold copies of the website's files.
So no matter where I am in the world, I'm getting content from a server nearby.
Exactly.
Okay.
And on top of that, they use a technology called Squid Cache,
Squid cache.
which is like an extra powerful fridge
Okay.
for specific elements of the website.
Specific elements.
And if you peek into the website headers, you'll often see evidence of cache hits,
cache.
meaning you're getting a page served directly from this super fast cache.
Wait, so I can be loading pages in milliseconds without even realizing it's thanks to caching?
Absolutely.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, and if I've ever browsed McMaster-Carr offline,
Yeah.
I've experienced the power of their service workers.
Service workers. Yeah.
What are those?
So these little helpers live in your browser
Okay.
and can actually save HTML locally.
Probably.
So you can still access certain parts of the website even without an internet connection.
No. Really?
Yeah. And it's likely the same tech that powers their mobile app,
Oh, interesting.
giving you that seamless, fast experience everywhere.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting for me.
All right.
I went full-on digital detective,
Okay.
and I peeked into their source code.
Ah, nice.
It's like a treasure map to understanding how they achieve this crazy speed.
Yeah, the source code can be quite revealing.
Yeah.
For example, you can immediately tell they're using ASP.NET,
ASP.NET.
which is a Microsoft framework,
Okay.
just by looking at the specific way their code is structured.
It's like a secret language only developers can understand.
Kinda, yeah.
And within this code, there are more clues about techniques like preloading and other optimizations they're using.
Exactly.
Speaking of preloading.
Okay, let's dive into that next.
All right.
So they're basically giving the browser a head start.
Exactly.
Right.
They use techniques like link preload and DNS prefetch,
Okay.
which tell the browser, hey, you're going to need these fonts, style sheets, and scripts soon, so go ahead and get started on fetching them.
So it's like having all your ingredients prepped and ready to go before you start cooking.
Just a great analogy.
Right.
Yeah.
Like ordering a pizza from Little Caesars.
It's hot and ready.
It's hot and ready when you arrive.
Exactly.
So instead of waiting for one element to load before requesting the next, which can be a real bottleneck,
Yeah, totally.
McMaster-Carr's browser is already several steps ahead.
Several steps ahead, yeah.
That's genius.
It's all about eliminating those, tiny delays. that
Right.
add up,
Uh-huh.
and they take it even further with a technique called critical CSS,
Critical CSS.
where they load the most important styles directly within the HTML.
Directly within the HTML.
Yeah, and this ensures the page renders smoothly.
Without any jarring jumps or delays, which can
No.
be incredibly frustrating for users.
So that's how they avoid that like page jank.
Page jank, yeah.
We all hate. It's like watching a movie with buffering issues.
Exactly.
Oh, so annoying.
And their performance metrics back it up.
Yeah.
They have an incredibly fast, largest contentful paint time,
Largest contentful paint time.
meaning the main content of the page
Yeah.
appears almost instantly.
Almost instantly. Okay, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, so they've got the HTML, the CSS, and the fonts all prepped and ready to go.
Right.
It's like a speed optimized symphony.
Yeah.
What about images?
Yeah.
Those can be notorious for slowing down websites.
Uh-huh.
How does McMaster-Carr handle them?
They're surprisingly old school about it.
Okay.
Remember those sticker books
Right.
where you had like one giant sheet with all the stickers and you'd peel them off individually?
Yeah, totally.
Like a prehistoric version of emojis?
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Well, McMaster-Carr uses a similar concept called image sprites.
Image sprites.
That's one big image file that contains all the smaller images used on a page.
Okay.
By doing this, they reduce the number of requests the browser needs to make, which
yeah.
translates to
Faster loading time.
faster loading times.
Okay.
Exactly.
I actually checked out their sprite image.
Yeah.
And it's mind-blowing how they crammed all those visuals into one download.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
It's like a visual Tetris game.
It is. It's super efficient, especially compared to how some websites handle images.
Right.
Fun fact,
Okay.
their entire sprite image is smaller than a single product image on Amazon.
Oh, wow. Really?
Talk about optimizing every single byte. Now let's talk about JavaScript.
Okay, so they're not just running on pure HTML magic.
You might think a website this fast avoids it altogether,
Yeah.
but that's not the case.
Okay, there's some JavaScript wizardry happening too.
They're actually very strategic about it.
Okay.
Instead of loading every JavaScript file on every page,
Yeah.
which can really bog things down,
Right.
they only load what's absolutely necessary
Each specific page.
for each specific page. Exactly.
So they're not just throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Nope, they're very deliberate.
Deliberate.
They use a technique called
Yeah.
dependency injection,
Dependency injection. Okay.
which basically tells the browser, hey, this page needs these specific JavaScript files and nothing else.
Okay.
This keeps things lean and mean,
Uh-huh.
contributing to their speed.
It's like a customized workout routine
Exactly.
for each page, targeting only the muscles it needs.
Yeah, I remember this sparked some debate on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Some developers argued that dependency injection adds complexity,
Uh-huh.
while others praised its efficiency.
Okay, what's your take?
It's all about finding the right balance for your needs.
Okay.
In McMaster-Carr's case,
Yeah.
they've clearly mastered this approach
Right.
and made it work in their favor.
So it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just whether or not you know how to use it.
If you peek into the metadata of their pages,
Yeah.
you'll see instructions telling the browser exactly which JavaScript files to load.
Oh. Okay.
So it's not a guessing game.
yes.
It's precision engineering at its finest.
precision engineering. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And here comes the real shocker.
Okay.
They're relying on older JavaScript libraries like YUI,
Yeah, YUI
which is from Yahoo,
from Yahoo.
and good old jQuery.
Good old jQuery.
I thought these were ancient relics of the web.
You'd think they'd be chasing the latest JavaScript framework.
Right.
But nope.
No.
It just goes to show that website speed isn't about having the shiniest new tools.
Right.
It's about using the right tool for the job
Uh-huh.
and optimizing the heck out of it.
Mind blown. So even with a catalog the size of a small library,
Yeah.
they managed to make the website feel incredibly responsive.
Yeah, they do a great job.
But let's be real.
Okay.
Even McMaster-Carr can't escape the occasional slowdown.
Of course, sometimes,
Yeah.
you're just waiting for data from the back end. It's
Right.
like product details or
Yeah.
inventory information.
Yeah.
And that can take a moment.
Uh-huh.
But even then,
Yeah.
they don't leave you hanging.
Yeah, I've noticed that spinning loading icon.
Oh,
It's like a little beacon of hope.
it's a good way to, keep the user informed.
Yeah, letting you know things are still moving along.
It's all about managing expectations
Okay.
and keeping the user experience positive,
Uh-huh.
even when things might be a bit slower than usual.
Right.
And speaking of user experience,
Okay.
we can't forget who McMaster-Carr is serving.
Right.
They're catering to a very specific type of user.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Their target audience is not the tech-savvy millennial browsing on the latest MacBook.
Right.
They're serving fat-fingered machinists and fabricators.
Yeah, people who need to get things done.
Who need a website that works quickly and efficiently.
Right.
Even on a dusty old iPhone with a cracked screen.
Exactly. Imagine trying to navigate a slow, clunky website on a job site.
Right.
Maybe with greasy fingers and a looming deadline.
Yeah. No thanks.
That's not a recipe for a happy customer.
Right.
McMaster-Carr understands this.
Okay.
And they've built a website that's as rugged and reliable as the tools they sell.
It's like they've designed the website to be used with work gloves on.
A great analogy.
Right. So they're not prioritizing flashy design trends. They're focusing on functionality, speed, and an experience that works seamlessly for their target audience.
That's right. It's a testament to the fact that a well-designed website should cater to the specific needs of its users.
Okay.
And in doing so,
Yeah.
you can achieve incredible results.
It's a masterclass in user-centered design.
Yeah.
Proving that speed and efficiency are key to success in the digital world.
Absolutely.
We've uncovered the secrets behind McMaster-Carr's lightning-fast website.
That's right.
It's not magic.
Yeah, no magic here.
It's a brilliant blend of
Sifter.
smart engineering choices and classic optimization techniques.
Our choices.
Yeah.
Not, and all tailored to their specific audience.
No, absolutely. I mean, they've really pushed the boundaries
Yeah, they have.
of what's possible with web performance.
That's really incredible.
And they've done it with a real laser focus on user experience.
Yeah, and that's something we could all learn from.
That's right. It's not about chasing the latest trends or using the fanciest frameworks.
Yeah.
It's about understanding your users and giving them what they need.
Exactly. It's about making the web a faster, more efficient, and more delightful place for everyone.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, we've officially cracked the code
I think so.
of McMaster-Carr's speed.
You got it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty inspired to optimize my own website now.
That's the spirit. There's always room for improvement.
Right.
And remember, even small optimizations can make a big difference.
So to our listeners, if you're looking for a little web performance inspiration, look no further than McMaster-Carr.
Great example. They've proven that speed and efficiency are achievable.
Absolutely.
Even with a massive product catalog and a legacy code base.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe you'll discover some hidden gems in your own source code that could help you achieve those lightning-fast speeds.
It's like a treasure hunt.
It is happy optimizing, everyone.
Yeah, happy optimizing.